you, Mr. President. The scaffolding built last century to protect us from inhumanity is crumbling. Those who will die as a result need us to act. Mr. President, last year, the United Nations recorded more than 36,000 civilian deaths in 14 armed conflicts. The real number is, I fear, much higher. Some parties to conflict have committed flagrant violations of the rules of law. Some have justified immense civilian harm through permissive interpretations of the law, loosely defining who is a lawful target, what constitutes a military objective, or what level of civilian harm is proportional.
Airstrikes increased after the devastating...
Some states consider the law selectively, depending on the parties concerned or the interests at stake. All this undermines the very purpose of the rules of war, to limit human suffering in armed conflict. All this jeopardizes the protection architecture that took decades to build. There is, though, another path, provided that this Council and Member States take action to salvage what they have built.
In war, women and girls are not just caught in the crossfire. They, their bodies, their health, their choices, and their voices are actively targeted. Conflict-related sexual violence is a protection crisis that rightfully warrants its own attention. For women and girls, this meant... Across too many conflicts, women's bodies become battlegrounds through sexual violence and also through the deliberate denial of reproductive rights and health services. 61% of all maternal deaths occur in just 35 conflict-affected countries. In the past year, we have seen bombed maternity wards, blockaded medical supplies, and massive funding cuts.
Good morning to everyone, and thank you for being here. Gaza faces the worst humanitarian crisis since the commencement of hostilities following the attacks of October 7th, 2023, with civilians facing starvation and being at critical risk of famine, according to the IPC, and with hundreds of aid workers having been killed since the conflict began. In Sudan, civilians bear the brunt of violence, with millions internally displaced and over half of the population facing high levels of acute food insecurity. Widespread civilian suffering was also reported in the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Mali, Mozambique, Myanmar, Nigeria, Somalia, South Sudan, the Syrian Arab Republic, Ukraine, and elsewhere. This cannot continue. Today, we come with one clear message. The protection of civilians is not optional. It is a legal obligation under international humanitarian law and a moral imperative we cannot afford to neglect.